Ja, herzlich willkommen.
Welcome. This is day 2 of Bus to Bus 2024. Yesterday we had more attendees at this time of the morning, and I guess that some people just stayed too long at Future Night last night. If you participated, I hope you had a great night. We have a great program today, so we hope that more people will come and join us. So Linda, can you tell us what's going to happen today? Yes, it's going to be a pleasure. Good morning. It's nice that some of you are here today, even though your eyes are not quite open yet, but we do have a very promising program. We're going to have a very interesting keynote speech by Bilal Zafar on artificial intelligence. This is going to set the stage for one of the topics today. Then we will be talking about autonomous driving and the use of AI in buses. Later on, we will be talking about mobility hubs in cities and on long-distance trips. We want to focus our political talk on finding solutions for the shortage of skilled workers and bus drivers and sustainable business models. How can we get away from greenwashing towards green claims that the customers actually have confidence in? And this evening we will have the Fresh Travel Awards ceremony and the awards for the startup pitch that we started yesterday. So it's a full program, and we're happy that you're here. Now this is happening on this stage today, and we have the deep dive stage as well, and Don is going to tell us what's going to happen there. Good morning from me to you. On the deep dive stage, we had a lot of interesting things. Yesterday, the Young Mobility Network was present, and today I'm looking forward to Women in Mobility. It's a network, and starting at 12:30, they will be on stage for 1.5 hours, and they've brought a broad range of different issues. Then we have the colleagues from Berlin Partners. They will talk about what's going to happen in Berlin and the future of mobility in Berlin. But we also have autonomous driving that we will have a more detailed look at. We have the issue of artificial intelligence, ethics. This is always an interesting topic for society as a whole. So a lot of things are happening there. We're starting at 11 o'clock, so you can all move from here to there. We don't have that much space over there, but feel free to join us at 11, and we'll be there until 4:30. One more thing I wanted to mention. I have been doing this since 2017, since Bus to Bus has been around, and what I've experienced since 2017, including the COVID break, with regard to changes in the industry, from pitch devil machines that I still saw in 2017 to everything being digital and screen-based and networked, leads me to the following statement. The industry has changed considerably over a short period of time, and I can really only applaud all of the companies present, because you succeeded in changing things in just 7 years and turn a conservative industry around, and the automotive industry can really learn a lot from you. Okay, wow, that sounds interesting. So I hope we all have a great day, and let's get started with today's program. We said we'll begin with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is on vogue, and it also has an impact on the bus industry. We will now have a keynote by Bilal Zafar. He is 32 years old. He's a professional speaker, is the founder of 2 tech companies. He has 2 online companies that he founded, one for applications and one for video platforms. And as I said, he's a professional speaker. You are familiar with him from the Höhle der Löwen, the Lion's Den, and he will speak about AI in work and society, opportunities and challenges for the bus industry. So without further ado, the stage is yours, and enlighten us, please. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here today. We don't have that many people present, but that's not of a problem. I want to do this in an interactive way. I have a little pop quiz. If you have children, I've brought something. And I'm not only going to talk about the bus industry. I want to just briefly touch upon the bus industry, but I want to first and foremost tell you how important the topic of artificial intelligence is. It's the opportunity of a lifetime. It's going to be the biggest change in our lives. I want to take you on a trip to Dubai with me. I visited Dubai with my little brother, and I spoke about artificial intelligence. A couple of sheikhs were present there as well, and Sam Altman, one of the most important economic leaders of our time, was present as well. I spoke in the afternoon, and he was at the World Government Summit in the morning, and he asked the sheikhs, 7 trillion US dollars, 7 trillion US dollars, which is more than the annual budget of the United States of America, including the military budget. So he asked them to give him $7 trillion. And I did a little bit of math with my brother, and I can buy every skyscraper in both Dubai and New York City with that money. So that's the amount of money that we're talking about. I frequently speak in Baden-Württemberg, where I grew up, and somebody approached me and said, well, Bilal, that was a nice presentation, but when I retire, this is all going to be over. Now, that is completely wrong, because this time we're serious. Google's CEO, or Alphabet's CEO, said AI impact to be more profound than the discovery of fire and electricity. So let me repeat this. The impact of AI is going to be more profound than the discovery of fire and electricity. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, I'd like to briefly tell you how I use AI. You already heard that I'm from south of Germany. I grew up in Freiburg, and from Düsseldorf, I drove my Tesla to visit a friend of mine. I was happy then. After I got fined for speeding, I wasn't that happy anymore, and I thought, wait, we've got the issue of artificial intelligence, and I'm using it already, so why not use it for my speeding fine? I told ChatGPT to prepare a mail to the police and say, I am driving a Tesla, I'm not loud, and consequently, I don't want to pay my fine. Then ChatGPT said, I'm not a legal advisor. And then I said, pretend to be one. Well, it worked. So you can see my cell phone here. I had ChatGPT draw up that letter. I scanned the fine, and it was processed. And I have a QR code at the end of the presentation, so you can use everything that I'm showing you here and can then download everything. So I then wrote, please prepare a mail to the police, include the corresponding paragraphs from the law texts, and don't write a novel. And then ChatGPT got started. Let's have a look at it. Regarding intervention against the fine, ladies and gentlemen, blah, blah, blah. This is the premium version, ChatGPT 4. So you can also scan certain things, and it's being pointed out that I'm driving a electric vehicle by Tesla, etc., etc. And then I sent it to the police, and I got the answer that the proceedings were discontinued. Now, this is a completely new world that we're living in. I don't know if there are lawyers in the audience, but artificial intelligence is going to have an impact on every area of life, not just your industry, everything related to text and images. It's going to change it completely, and including the work that you are doing, those in the mobility industry. Every story can be told in seconds nowadays. Now, if you like to play computer games, you might have seen this already. This is Unreal Engine by a computer manufacturer. Nothing that you see here actually exists. The cans, the shadows, this is all new. This technology, this type of technology is something that humanity has so far not yet had. In the past, you could say, okay, I can tell that it's fake because you have a certain image, a certain sequence that is fake, but what used to be science fiction is now science fact. In 10 years, there will be an AI that can understand every intellectual task that can also be executed by human beings. Over this short period of time, I'd like to tell you my story, the opportunities of AI, and I want to explain to you that AI is the most important competitive edge for everybody who's participating, hopefully including the bus industry. So who am I? I'm Bilal. I'm 34 years old. This was a picture of myself and my wife in Lucerne in Switzerland. I studied business administration in Switzerland. I did 2 Harvard classes. These are the 2 courses that I'm doing. So I have a relation to AI. On the left-hand side, it's DAP, a global platform for leisure time activities. And on the right-hand side, this is really good. It's Germany's biggest online platform for applications, job applications. We participated in the TV show Lion's Den with Carsten Maschmeyer. I had up this little packet of sugar and said the margin is better than what you can make by selling drugs. TV station didn't like it that much. So we're also featured in FAZ and Handelsblatt. So this is my background so that you know what I am talking about. And artificial intelligence isn't something that I just want to superimpose on you. It's a challenge for companies, including the companies my brother and I started. So one company is a tech company. And what is AI really good at? Tech. Now, why is it happening now? Why is artificial intelligence so relevant now? A couple of years ago at the university, I said, okay, it's not that good yet, but now we have gigantic amounts of data. Data we have not yet seen, unprecedented. We have gigantic computing power and better algorithms, and quantum computing isn't even included here. And who's at the very top of the game? The United States of America and China are at the very forefront of this development. Now, if you look at it, AI, first USA, second USA, third USA, fourth USA, fifth USA, sixth China, seventh USA. Now, those are AI companies and the ranking of them. That's the current situation. Now, I yesterday read an interview with the director of the BDO, who said we need more courage instead of bureaucracy. So many of us, so many of you entrepreneurs are always dealing with bureaucracy, new challenges, new things happening, but ask for it. Ask for innovation and courage. We need a switch in Germany so that we can tackle the issue of artificial intelligence. If we keep pushing files around, it's not going to work. AI will be the internet on ecstasy. Now, let's go into medias res. Now, here it says, create images of salmon swimming in a lake. Now, what's the problem here? Exactly. The actual prompt is wrong. Spiegel Online wrote, well, look at how stupid AI is, can't even generate an image of salmon. But the prompt is wrong. As it is here, create images for It's Raining Men. A little bit more brutal. I mean, it no longer works, but the most important skill will be prompting 2.0. Now, how do I talk to the AI? What is the prompt I give to get a certain result? Who has children? Some of you, many. Okay. Now, this is going to be the most important skill for your children in school and at university. I brought a prompt for you to look at. Don't be scared, it's long, but you can see on this prompt the camera setting is integrated, Nikon and you can create a photorealistic image. You've all seen this. It's not surprising. This is the girl that I generated, but what's new, what you're not familiar with yet, is I can use a character reference by Midjourney and continue to work with this woman. And this is interesting for Hollywood actors. They can work from home. Let's say this were Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo is at home, in a forest, in a park, or at a bar. And every different angle works as well. So you can work with different angles, from below, from above, from the side, from the back. Now, what we're seeing here now is the worst version of AI. It's going to improve continuously, and these are just images. Now, look at this. This was early 2023 on the left-hand side, the deformed face and hand, and March 2024, we already have a young woman that I could fall in love with. So I want to do this a little more interactively. I've brought a little quiz. We don't have that much time, but a pop quiz is always fun. So I'm going to show you 6 pictures, and I want you to know which of these pictures features a real person. How many real people do we have in these pictures? Now I also brought a little prize, a little AI robot. Looks bigger than it actually is, but this is a small robot in a big box. Do you want to participate? What's your name? Linda. Okay, thank you. Big round of applause for Linda. And maybe somebody in the last row. Anybody else who would like to participate? No? Okay, somebody over there. What's your name? Fabian. Okay, little round of applause for Fabian. Okay, so you're going to see 3 pictures, then a 30-second countdown, and another 3 pictures, and feel free to participate. Are you ready? Now, which of these pictures shows a real person? How many real people are there?
Weiter geht's.
Let's continue.
So. Was sagst du?
So what's your answer? Picture 2, all of them were real apart from the one who's looking into the camera, and 5 is real as well. Okay, thank you. So what's your answer? 2 and 5. Right, all of them could be AI generated. I would say 1 and 6. Just because number 6 is so pretty. Now let's look at the solution.
Die echten.
Who are the real people? Now, as some of you already guessed, none of them are real. None of them have ever lived, loved, or breathed. They do not exist. Now, I have 1 prize and a little prize for the second winner, so maybe you can find out who's going to be the first winner or second winner. You were actually both wrong. But talking about fake images, this is me, and it's really Switzerland, and it's really Luzerne, but this is not my wife. This is my wife.
Das ist Adobe Generative Film.
This is Adobe generated film. Interesting for you, our photographer. I marked my wife and said, I need a new one.
Ja, kennst du auch,
Yeah, you're familiar with that? Okay.
Wenn ich das sage,
Now,
das in Berlin sehr gut.
in Berlin, it works quite well when I say this because here you've got a little rougher edge when it comes to humor.
Landwirtschaft
Now, agriculture.
sind sehr viele Themen. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt noch.
Many topics. I hope you're still with me. Look at this.
Kennt ihr das?
Are you familiar with this?
KI
These are
gestützte Drohnen,
AI-based drones that are picking apples.
die bewerten, wie reif ist ein Apfel und dann wird
They assess the degree of maturity of an apple or how ripe it is, and then it's being picked. Interesting. Devices. Artificial intelligence will soon be available in all of your devices. If you have a family, dad wasn't allowed to watch soccer, is grumpy because he had to go on the family trip, and you can repair this, and this will be available on a Google cell phone and on an iPhone. Boom, 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 everybody's smiling.
per Video in einer
If
Videokonferenz
you're
sich in die Augen schauen wird möglich sein. Links seht ihr den echten
doing a video conference, you can look each other in the eye. On the left-hand side, you can see the real person. On the right-hand side, the corrected position of the eyes via AI. It's like talking to your wife, your partner via video, and it looks like you're actually looking at her. Maybe beneficial for some people. One lady once said to me, Bilal, this is creepy. What she didn't know was that this is a technology that already exists in your cell phones. When you use your iPhone and use FaceTime, there is one button, eye contact. It's very subtle, not that strong. If you wear glasses, you can frequently see it. But this is quite a bit. Now, buses and public mass transport. Maybe you're familiar with this already. In Los Angeles, in California, the bus lane is often blocked by cars that are parking there. Nobody's towing them. The buses can't use the lane. And this is a picture from a couple of weeks ago. The LA buses are equipped with cameras. They scan the environment, the bus lane, scan the license plates, and automatically the server generates a ticket. That's extremely interesting. I did a little Google search on this, and maybe some of you are familiar with this. It's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be used in different versions in different countries as well, hopefully. Data. Now, we talked about parking. Now, what can AI do here? Am I allowed to park here starting at 4 p.m.? Tell me in one sentence. These are signs that we don't have in Germany, but in the US they do. So I'm asking a very precise question. Can I park for up to 1 hour starting at 4 p.m. is the answer. Now, speaking, let me show you another thing that's very interesting. Talking to an AI at eye level. It looks funny, but it is anything but. Now, this is the Chat GPT app that I mirrored onto my television set. I have the conversation mode, and I'm talking to AI as I would to a person, and the AI can also speak in dialect. I get a first and second opinion by the AI before I go and talk to my tax consultant, and AI knows everything, and very often I can nudge my tax consultant in the right direction. So this is a very powerful tool. It works when you're driving as well. You can talk to the AI, and I prefer talking to my wife than to AI, but the question is, how is AI going to develop? How human is AI going to become? So did you recently discuss with your AI device? Feel free to do it. Also, negative prompts. Try negative prompts. Now, negative prompts means if I were to tell you, often people act in a specific way with AI. If I told you I want to have something to eat, you would ask me, what do you want to eat? Vegan, vegetarian, with onions, without onions, Coke Zero. People say, I asked AI to write a poem and I didn't like the poem. No, you have to be more precise. You have to prompt the AI. You can tell the AI what it is you want or what you don't want, like food without onions. This is how AI works. So discuss as you would with a human being.
Creativity. The next publicity by Burger King or McDonald's will be generated by AI. None of the tomatoes and vegetables that you see here are real. And it's completely irrelevant whether it is vegan or vegetarian. These are completely virtual images. So your appetite is being enticed and directed towards something that doesn't exist. Something new is AI Zora, OpenAI Zora. With a small prompt, you can actually generate a film sequence, which could be actually part of a Hollywood flick, for example. And you can actually, you don't even have to film any of the sequences. It's just made for you. And this is the story of a person with a balloon head who lives his life, enjoys life, has depressive phases, all of it done with the help of AI, generated with AI. Meaning that creativity will have to be redefined. Health. Artificial intelligence will ensure that during our lifetime we will see cancer healed. Something that was science fiction in the past will become reality. Reality and fiction will simply merge. It will probably take place with the help of Google, DeepMind, AlphaFold. This is something that analyzes protein folds. This is something that you need for the development of medicines and pharmaceuticals, and with the help of artificial intelligence and huge data volume, you can develop new therapeutics. Future AI will be available in all of our handhelds. And so at the beginning, Siri didn't work that well, but now AI will be underpinning Siri, and you will be able to do everything just with the click of a button. And if people say I'm too old or not, that's not an issue. It is totally intuitive. You simply speak to AI, and AI will then deliver. That's how it will look. And just another topic here before we come to the last one, is AI evil? Well, people say AI, artificial intelligence, is bad, is dangerous. But what is the essence of AI? It learns on the base of data. Humans insult each other, are racist, etc., and AI therefore learns from them. And therefore, we need to become better people, better persons, so that the AI can be used. It's not AI that is evil or bad. Perhaps at the end of the day, we simply have to face up to the fact that it's humans that are bad or evil. And finally, in order to go beyond the boundaries, to see the greater picture, because AI is not a small topic, it will become a huge task for humanity. It's not just about programs and tools and videos. It's really about the bigger picture here. One of the biggest successes of humanity is the James Webb Telescope, which is positioned at 1.5 million kilometers from Earth. There are more than billions of stars, really. And with the help of AI, it is possible to perhaps discover non-human life. AI is the biggest discovery, the biggest chance that humanity has seen arise. Let us use it. Thank you very much. I also have a longer version of my keynote, and I do travel extensively in Germany. You can add me to your LinkedIn handle. Thank you very much, and we will then continue at the booth.